Welcome, Sagittarius. If you have Sagittarius in your sun, your moon, your rising, then this reading is for you. If you don't and you still feel you will receive a message in this reading, then this reading is for you too. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, sharing, following, commenting down below. I love reading your comments, and it also helps the algorithm for other people to notice this YouTube page, which you seem to enjoy. So please help others to enjoy it too. My name is Juan, and this is Unity Soul Tarot. So grateful to be of service to you and your spirit guides. What a great opportunity. Yes, Sagittarius? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's tune in for you. The card that's holding space for you at the bottom of the deck is the Hermit. The Hermit is speaking about wisdom, independence, and awareness. So in this moment that you're watching this video, this YouTube video, which is timeless, you are holding on to this energy of wisdom, but it's come at a toll. You know, you've lost a lot of people that you thought were friends, and from the party goer, from going out and meeting new people, you've realized slowly but surely the authenticity of human beings. It's very dismal. And it just depleted you to the point where you wanted to surround yourself with people that are actually pure of their nature, pure of their word, pure of their actions. Their actions correlate with their words. They don't just mismatch. So it is a very powerful time. It means that you carry a lot of wisdom in your heart. It means that you are a sage, yeah, Sagittarius, sage. But you're also one that elevates yourself from the murky waters. Once in a while, you want to just fly like a dragon in the sky. You don't want anybody to touch you. You don't want anybody to see you. You want to be mysterious. So if people do look up, then you create a lot of clouds around yourself. You are very mysterious. And when you want to go into the ocean, you can. You dive into the ocean. You are a deep, deep soul. Okay, you are a very deep soul. I do these readings as they come out of the deck. I feel they're working. Comment down below how you feel about the spontaneous readings. I could do a reading where I spread the cards out before. Then I can have the opportunity to analyze it, strategize about it, and speak about it properly. I suppose in a way that would be better, for you. But let me know down below. Do you prefer more strategy, or do you prefer more spontaneity? Yes. Okay. So you are a fire sign, and this is the 6 of Wands that's popping up for you. Victory, success, and good news. I love the fact that that's coming up as the card that represents you. It means that you, through your solitude that is holding space for this whole reading, all the cards, you have realized what it is to be successful. You know how to work all the avenues that you've got, the skills and the tools at your disposal. You know how to lift yourself up, elevate yourself, elevate others. You've got the Jupiter energy that really comes in, and it shines bigger than life. And if you want to, at the drop of a hat, you can make people or align people to sign with contracts that are for their highest good and for your highest good when you are in alignment. So that alignment is very important. But I love the fact that you are success. All right, you are this beautiful success. Look at the tiger, look at the energy, the frequency, look at the individual on the tiger's back, look at all the streamers, and it just feels, check out the world that they're walking on. I love that. I haven't noticed that before. And that's very, very cool. I love seeing new things in the cards all the time. And it's just jubilation there. Jubilation, you can see all the Jupiter colors as well. The purples, the reds, the oranges. If you look at any pictures of Jupiter, you'll see, it's so beautiful, so incredible. Wow. Okay, so your lesson is the Lovers. Your lesson is to love yourself and to bring harmony, balance, and peace into your life. But your lesson is also to understand what it is to love, what it is to be passionate about, and what it is to be in a union with somebody. So your union coming into together with yourself, I think the success is pertinent for you, Sagittarius. And I feel that the Lovers, that is like your lesson card, that's almost like covering this. It's a sensation of, do I have time for that? Do I need that? And do I then fulfill it, or do I go forward with it? Is it a new adventure? Is it a great adventure? Is it something that I'm willing to participate in for my highest good and for their highest good as well? So we're going to be having a look at the occult and the esoteric side of the cards at the end of your reading, you beautiful sage. just to understand that a little bit more, as the card that is, it's almost like it's something that's in your foremind, something that you're thinking about. I'm thinking about lovers, whether it's your own self, the aspects of yourself that you're healing, with all of these planetary alignments and everything happening with the sun and the moon. There's a lot of energy that's coming up and just asking you to awaken to self-healing. Heal yourself. Become more innovative in your healing structures, your modalities, the avenues that you heal yourself in. Okay. 9 of Wands is sitting in your subconscious mind. Delimitation, recognition, and strength. I love that strength and I love that recognition, because that's all about the fire. You like to be recognized for your hard work. You also you enjoy being recognized for the love that you incorporate and that you freely give to others. You are a beautiful soul on a beautiful journey, but you are under a lot of stress in the sense of, you can see in the card there's a lot happening. You've got your fingers in a lot of pies, and you're trying this, trying that, trying everything, and then it's almost like losing time for yourself. It is the number 9, so we're at the end of a cycle. You have not yet completed it, but your subconscious mind is speaking about, just have a bit more strength, have a bit more it's like determination. Use that fire energy like a magnifying glass with the sun coming through, and it makes that pinprick light, and you can create a fire. Be that, okay? Be that in this moment, in this reading. It's asking you to just continue. Don't give up now. You're just about there. I love the fact that you've got postponements in your past. The 4 of Swords speaks about rest, relaxation, and being patient. It's in your past. So it means that you needed to take time out. And I want to show you this card as well once more. Have a look at the individuals. The individual's clothing. You see the colors and how they match up with the colors in the picture. That means that the individual they know that they want to get there. They know where they want to go. But the fact that their color is still the same, the gray and the white and the black is still the same as what's outside of the picture frame, it just shows you that in the past, you felt like you want to get there, you want to be there, you want to be successful, you want to be famous. And maybe not necessarily all the fame and the glam and the glitz, but it'd be lovely, wouldn't it, Sag? But it's a sensation of, you needed to rest, you needed to restore yourself, you needed to find your inner bliss again. Okay, so remember, if you have Sag in your sun, moon, rising, this is for you. Let's have a look at your higher self, and also asking your higher self and your guides to just give you a bit of a message here. Integration, all right. Integration is all about balance, harmony. Temperance, okay, so the temperance is balance, harmony, and patience. All right. And I know for Saggies, patience is not one of the biggest virtues. Smiling, giving our best, that is our virtues. Yes, I have a sun in Sag, and I have a rising in Sag, so I'm here with you in this reading with a lot of gratitude and humility. I'm stepping back though, asking my ego to step aside, because this is for you beautiful Sag. But I will take some tidbits for myself. Thank you for allowing me to. So you can see the swan and you can see the eagle in the beautiful card. You can also see the yin yang, the tai chi. You can see the Ouroboros at the bottom. There's a lot here happening in this year for you. It's not something that is just very plain or boring. It's not an easy ride. There's a lot happening in many different fields. It could be family, it could be career, it could be your personal life, your success, it could be your love. There's a lot happening here for you. And what your guides are asking you is to please just balance everything out. Don't be overwhelmed. Don't be too quick to decide, which is a very easy thing for us Sages to do. Rather just allow yourself to breathe gently, find your flow in the frequency and the energies that are happening around you. Do not take yourself out of the frequencies completely, meaning rather be the alchemist, rather feel like if you're in a day that is a day, if it's a Monday, it's a moon day, if it's a Tuesday, it's a Tyre's day, if it's a Wednesday, it's Odin's day. Find your alignment with the occult and with the gods. So the moon is very powerful. Tyre's day would be Mars. Wednesday would obviously be Mercury. So that is to do with communication. Align yourself with the colors, the pictures, the essence, the frequencies, the messages. Really go deep into your occult, if you like, if that resonates for you. Yes. I love the healing card coming up for you. This is the King of Cups. Okay, for your possible future, it's an intense love, psychic energy, and balance. This individual, should it be an individual, is going to be very psychic, very emotionally stable. There's going to be something around them that they have been around the block, been around the world, been around the galaxy, been around the interplanetary star collective, collective. There is this individual that wants to come into your future older, because being a king, the queen would be younger, but older women. The knight would be younger, and then the messenger would be a lot younger, more like a child, or a late teen going into early 20s. So this king is very powerful in the sense of powerful control of the emotions, control of the mind, intense balance. So in order for you to get ready for them, do some of this integration, balance yourself, and also practice some Reiki healing on yourself. I am a Yasui, Karuna, Lighterian, Violet Flame, and Platinum Ray Reiki master, and it doesn't mean much unless I put it into action for others, unless I facilitate the healing for others. And that's what we do as Reiki masters or grandmasters or however else we would like to term ourselves or choose to term ourselves. We are just servants of the cosmos, servants of the universe. And in such, we are just messengers to you, but we are portals for that energy to flow through us to you. And how you are able to integrate those energies, the messages coming through, the psychic healing done on a microcosmic level, due and in alignment with the macrocosmic energies is very, very powerful. Okay, so you see yourself as the 10 of Wands in this reading. You see yourself as you've got no perspective. There's a bit of a burden, and there is an accomplishment. You've accomplished something, but what I do like about this is your raw honesty. Okay, so fire here, as you see yourself, fire in your subconscious mind, and fire in how you are perceived in this reading. The card represents you. So it's very, very powerful. It's very powerful. I keep being drawn back to this, and I also want to remember and remind you that lovers can also be the love for yourself, the love for the aspects of you that you need to heal. And maybe not need. Need is a bad word. Choose to heal. We have so many areas of our lives that we can choose to heal, so that we can release those individuals, release those environments, release everything that no longer serves our highest good, so that we may become something new. Okay, beautiful Sag. All right, so this is a burden. This is something so intense. You see yourself going through a lot at the moment, and I can see the individual with the clouds above them. You can see all the ropes like twisted around them. You can even see, to me it looks like lightning or cracked porcelain on the outsides, like this over here, this energy in the reds and the oranges, once again the colors of Jupiter as well, but the reds is also indicative of fire, like this inner fire, almost like anger. So you're angry about something, you feel almost disenchanted by someone or something or an environment. Okay, so let's have a look how others see you. Wow. Others see you as the hanged man. They see you as a new vision, a new emissary. You like to change the point of view so that you can get a better perspective on life. You like to change your perspective on things so that you can understand, how can I change? How can I release? How can I let go of that which no longer serves my highest good? So you're actually quite a profound individual. I would say that you are very psychic. You are very in tune. You definitely you're very quick to connect to your spirit guides, to your higher self. You do seem to want to, it's almost like the energies can get overwhelming to the point where you just want to sit down and just take a moment, because it's an intense burden. But when you change your perspective and you see the burden is not a burden, it's actually an opportunity, then boom, things are flowing, things are moving, things are happening, and you just fly. So it's an incredible time for you. It truly is. In this reading, I feel very good. Your fear is, and your hope is, the Queen of Rainbows, the Queen of Pentacles. And this is your femininity, your fertility, your sensuality. Your femininity, your sensuality, your fertility. Oof. So I love it. I think you are fearful of it because maybe you do not feel as beautiful as this exquisite green Tara is on the beautiful lotus. But trust me, in the spiritual realm, when we look at you, you are this. okay? It is your hopes that you are that, but it is your fears that you are not that. And it is also your fears that maybe you do not align with the true femininity, the true fertility. Maybe it is your fears that you're not fertile enough. Maybe it is your fears that you will not be recognized as this beautiful queen of coins. And thinking about the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins, Queen of Rainbows, it's all about the material world. You hope that you will become a queen of wealth and abundance in the material world, but it's also your fears. You don't want to become that and then just disengage all the other aspects of yourself, your humility, your sanity, your sacredness, your part of you. But from what I can see in the reading thus far, you are very grounded. You are a sage. You've done the hermit deal. You've done the hermit journey. You are not afraid to be by yourself. You are one of those Sagittarians. You've got a different. So if the Sagittarius is in your moon, then I understand a little bit more. But if the Sagittarius is in your sun and you've got a moon, like you've got a moon in Pisces, you've got a moon in Aquarius, you've got a moon in Cancer, there's something different about you that's almost illuminating you, or even a moon in Scorpio. There's something deep about you, very deep and stunning. It's very, very stunning. And if your moon is Sagittarius, this just really does speak to us about those beautiful emotions that I love this. You've got the sun card popping up, all right? This is the outcome for the reading, but trust me, I'm going to be pulling more cards. I don't just stop here. So the sun is all about pleasure, rebirth, and light. All right, whatever you were thinking about before this reading, right now, understand Sagittarius, this time is great for you. You've got so many major arcana cards. You've got the Hangman, you've got the Sun, you've got the Lovers, and you've got Temperance on your side. There is something inside of you that is asking you to just balance yourself, balance your need to succeed as much as your need to be loved and to love, and always rise up with the sun. Start your mornings a little bit earlier. Try to get up out of bed, do your meditations, connect with your hermit, your pineal gland. Connect with that sage within yourself in the stillness of the morning hours, and change your perspective. When you're feeling a bit stuck, you're feeling a bit angry, you're feeling a bit like, change your perspective, and if that means putting your feet up against the wall so that you can just get all the blood to flow down into your guts and then into your body, do that. If you can do these phenomenal yoga movements and you can do a handstand, do that. If it just means putting on different lenses, of glasses, like a red and a blue and a purple and a green and a yellow, do that. It changes our point of view, and in that changing of our perspective, we are able to realize that we are learning something. There's opportunities to be had, and it is not just here to plunge us into a depth that we can't get out of. No, even the depth that you feel like you've been plunged into and you're like, oh, I can't breathe, I'm so deep, you can get out of. All right, because why? Because it's all part of your manifestation. Some of it is delusion, some of it is illusion, some of it is dreams, some of it is fantasies, some of it is compassion. When you incorporate all of those and you feed it back into your motherboard, your brain, and you tell your brain, okay, so you believe this is reality. What about if I flip the coin and I show you that something else is reality? And your brain will go, but what do you mean? And you just flip the entire environment. So you're in this room, you're in this set, and you flip it around. You say, well, behind me, there are flames. And behind me, everything is burning to ashes. And from the ashes, new beings are being built up. And your brain goes, oh my gosh, that sounds so amazing because I'm fire. This is Sag. I'm the biggest Jupiter. Like, wow, I'm so huge. Not like the sun, Leo, but yes, still very powerful, and you change your perspective all the time. So try that. Try to disengage your mind from its routine, its rut way of thinking. When you are able to do that, you liberate yourself from your mind, from your brain. Not talking about any other external forces, just your mind, your brain. You're changing your perspective, your point of view. Capiche? Capiche. Okay. If you capiche, then you type capiche, commenting down below. Okay? Ciao. Grazie. Grazie. All right. We've got the beautiful star card, all right, that's popping up for you. You are a star. Look at this, another freaking major arcana card. Faith, hope, and fortune. It's sitting here in the area above your healing. So you have a lot of hope for this King of Cups to come into your life. But you are also the King of Cups, all right? You've got the wish card. You can't afford to be a little bit lazy. That's okay. You've got your dreams, your enjoyment, your happiness. Where that's sitting is in the past. And it's interesting that it is above the Four of Swords. Four of Swords speaks about postponement, stillness, just pausing, being still within. And then you having everything for yourself to be able to be that. It's indicative of you've got enough. Your rent is sorted, your mortgage is sorted, the bond is sorted, the IRS or the SARS or the tax or anything in your country is all sorted. You're okay. You're doing everything above board. And it just feels like you can just chill, just take a chill pill. And that's really, really great. It also meant that you had to slow down with this beautiful Knight of Pentacles coming in your past, but in the underworld. The Knight of Pentacles speaking about stability, perseverance, and security. So I love those three cards because they just show me that even though your past there was like a pause, there was like a moment where you need to reset, recalibrate, Control Alt Delete, like reboot your system. You were being supported by the universe for this time in your life in order to bring into your present time the integration, the balance, the lovers, the success, and also the exhaustion in your subconscious mind because of the collective energies that are happening. The solar flares, the moon, the sun, the earth, the Schumann resonance, the volcanoes, the earthquakes, everything happening around the world. This is a beautiful, beautiful living world, and she is so huge, it's beyond comparison. I've traveled to a few cities, a few countries, only a few, and every time on the aircraft I'm thinking, wow, we're traveling this far fast, this high in the sky, and it's still taking forever to get to our destination. It's such a huge thing from the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere, and from the from where I am in South Africa to the western hemisphere, or to the eastern hemisphere. It is a huge planet. Yes, each continent, each island has so many beautiful indigenous people, all just waiting to align you to the sacred teachings. We've got some spiritual guidance here, Three of Coins, completion, teamwork, and good results. I like good results with the success card because it just shows me that things are happening and they're moving and they're grooving, and it's really, really good for you. All right, so I'm going to also be reading into the occult and the esoteric for you in my notes about the Hermit, because I feel that's very, very crucial for this reading. Let's have a look at the runes. Let's see what the gods are asking you to remember, okay? Let's just see, and let's just ask them to fall wherever they want to fall. Let's use the left hand. So for Sagittarius. Is that all right? 3, 6. Okay, we got 6 runes for you. Let's have a look at you. You're beautiful. Okay. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay. I'm trying to look for a negative one, and I'm like, okay, they all seem very, very positive. You've got Fehu, which is all about wealth, that has popped out for you. Wealth, cattle, abundance. This is a really, really good card, all right? Rune, apologies. So this is the gods telling you that fortune is in your favor. The fates are shining good on you at the moment. Whatever you want to do, if you want to go and do something to almost like invest money to get more money out. And I want to say gambling, but I don't want to encourage that, so no. But it's almost like all the lines, all the stars are in your favor. And this one, I just want to double check on my notes. This one I'm not too familiar with. Well, that's interesting. So yeah, it means mankind or female. This is, and I think my pronunciation might be a little bit off. Just bring it a bit closer. Manus. All right, so also the sacred feminine within you, the divine sacred feminine, the divine sacred masculine. But this is more about the feminine, the sacred feminine. And you can see this is also like a human. You can see both lines on either side are interconnected, interlinked, and balanced. And what I love about this rune is it just reminds me of Temperance, okay? So I'm actually going to place Temperance there. Fortune, I want to place on your success card because that's who you are. You are a fortunate individual. All right, and then let's have a look at the rest of the runes for you. We've got Othila, which is prosperity. So prosperity is going to go definitely on the sun card, all right? Because I just feel, okay, yes, it's not sun, the rune, but it's about your future. It's about the outcome. It's going to be fortunate. It's going to be prosperous, okay? And look at this. You've got success. okay? Yera. You've got Yera coming up, and this is success, fame, fortune. So, dude, whatever you're doing, I'm saying dude because I'm just like, I'm excited because your runes from the gods are saying there's even a gift, Gebo. Okay, there's going to be a gift, there's going to be a marriage, there's going to be a union. So, gift, marriage, union, that's going to be in your favor. The Lover's card, it makes sense, doesn't it? All right. And then we have this beautiful Ingus, which is fertility. So if you're wondering if the gods are going to bless you, are they going to bless you? Are you going to be fertile? Are your crops going to be fertile? They're saying yes. So fertility, prosperity, success, cattle, wealth. I mean, you've got 4 of the best runes, in my humble opinion, to do with financial fame, fortune, wealth, and it's gonna bring you that happiness. It's gonna bring you that marriage, that safety, that security, almost with yourself, if not with others, and your sacred divine. It's like these 2 poles here, and they're interconnected. The divine balance between the lovers, and it's just a beautiful blessing to be in that presence. So I really, really do love that. Thank you so much. That is really, really powerful. Now let's have a look at your medicine cards. You know what I'm going to do? So I love you, Sag. But because of the time, I don't want to make videos too long because then nobody watches them. And then the algorithm drops my content. And I'm sure there's about 5 or 10 of you that are like diehard, awesome people. And I really, really love you. And I'm always here for you in all the different lives. I'll try and make sure that you're always aware of them. But yeah, the rest of you, ish, wena. All right, so let's have a look at the card that best represents you at this moment in this reading, okay? So I'm really happy with these cards. I'm happy with the runes. I hope you are too. Comment down below if you're happy. And now we're going to be going into the occult and the esoteric meanings of these cards. And why do I want to do this? Is because I want to open up our minds and I want to open up our hearts to the affirmation that is going to help you with this card, but also to help you to harness that energy in a more aligned way, in a more sacred way, in a manner that is going to elevate you to the next level. All right, so 6 of Wands, victory and recognition, signifies the successful channeling of creative energies into tangible achievement and the acknowledgement of your efforts. Manifest success represents leadership, confidence, and the triumphant expression of inner fire. Esoteric insight: use this card when celebrating personal victories or when seeking encouragement during creative projects. So your creativity is being elevated. You are being rewarded, no doubt about it. Engage in affirmation rituals that honor your accomplishments and inspire you to lead with conviction. The affirmation for this card is, and remember, you can pause and you can get a piece of paper and a pen, or your phone. You can go into notes and you can tap out this affirmation. Yes, I'll say it slowly. You ready? Okay. Now? Okay. Or just repeat it after me. Okay? The video will be here. You can watch it again. I celebrate victory and personal triumph. My passion shines brightly. I confidently step into the recognition of my creative power. Just that. That's it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, and if you're reading the subtitles, I hope my pronunciation is good enough for the subtitles, the auto-generated. And let's have a look at your lesson, all right? So your lesson is the Lovers, okay? It's a very beautiful card. It's something that all of us have to learn from. We want to be loved, we want to love, but do we want to love the woundedness in another person? Do we want to project our woundedness into others? Do we want to rather be harmonious and balanced within ourselves? Do we want to find somebody who is aligned and harmonious and balanced within themselves to align themselves with our harmoniousness? And we do. So the occult meaning of the Lovers is duality, choice, union in the interplay between opposites, whether in relationships or within oneself. Okay, that's very important to remember. So this lesson is not just about relationships, it's also about oneself. Okay, astrological association frequently tied to Gemini, and strangely enough, even though this is a timeless reading, in this period that I'm doing the reading, we find that Sagittarius, your ruling planet, Jupiter, is in Gemini. So isn't that interesting? And then that is obviously a period in your life where you're feeling a little bit of not a tug of war, but you've got some things to. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. The sign of communication and duality, Gemini. In some readings, Mercury's influence as the messenger, and that is the ruling planet of Gemini, of course, is also felt here. So it's all about communication. The affirmation for you. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. I celebrate love, unity, and authentic relationships. I nurture balanced connections with oneness and openness, compassion and mutual respect. Beautiful. Wonderful. I love that. That's very, very beautiful. Now let's have a look at the card that is sitting in your subconscious realm. Okay. Your subconscious realm is speaking to you and it's asking you to understand a little bit more about the fire. All right. So let me just get to the wands. Excuse me. And we'll go to the 9. 9. It's a very beautiful number. It truly is. 9s. Oof. I love it, love it, love it. So I mentioned in another video earlier about 9, but it's actually the 9s, the movie, and it's the word 9s. For me, it was quite a profound movie. I enjoyed it. Never mind the actors or anything, but the actors were good. They played their parts well. The script, the storyline, but there was something in there towards the end, and I was just like, boom, hold on. What? So just go through the movie and just realize that at the end, you're going to be like, oh, what? That's very good. This is resilience and preparedness, okay? Represents the final push amidst adversity, having weathered challenges. You now stand on the threshold of success while remaining cautious. Defensive strength encourages you to honor your endurance and prepare for any further tests. Esoteric insight. Reflect on your personal journey and the strength required to keep your inner flame burning despite setbacks. Engage in grounding meditations that help you recenter and replenish your energy reserves. Okay, the affirmation for you is 3, 2, 1. I honor my resilience and perseverance. Even in adversity, I remain determined and protected, confident in my ability to overcome all challenges. Isn't that beautiful? So proud of you. So proud of you. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. 4 of Swords. So we've got the beautiful element of air coming in here, and we were just speaking about Gemini. And let's have a look at Swords. Let's have a look. It is a very powerful card to have in your past. So just remember, this card is sitting in your past so that you remember how it put the lessons that you learned from this card. And also the affirmation is going to help you tremendously. Yes? 4 of Swords. Rest and retreat. Symbolizes the need for rest, introspection, and solitude to recharge mental energy. Recovery represents the process of recovering from mental exhaustion or emotional turmoil. Interesting how my throat chakra came up with the emotional turmoil. So yeah, if you've got some, I've got some too. Don't worry. It takes time to recover. Don't worry. We understand. Process of recovering. Thank you, throat chakra. Reflect on how quiet reflection can revitalize both body and mind. Engage in practices that promote inner calm and a sense of spiritual renewal. The affirmation for you is 1, 2, 3. I create sacred space for rest and reflection. In moments of solitude, my mind rejuvenates and gathers strength for new insights. Let me have some water. I normally bring tea. I've got a lovely tea outside. Oh. I set my mum up with a new TV series. I'm trying to remember. I'm not going to advertise it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's in Mexico. And the nice thing is different scenery, different cultures, different people. It is English dubbed, thankfully. Yes, I've got a Spanish first name, but I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately. Sorry. But my mom did that because she wanted to just be a bit different. Her other two children are Christopher and Eloise. And mine is Juan. So that is what it is. Yes? Very, very good. All right. So I think this is pertinent and very apt for you. I do resonate with that very strongly. And I do believe it is indicative of what has happened in the past. And maybe it's still, the remnants are still here and you're letting them go with healing. Okay. So let's have a look at integration. Remembering integration is the major arcana card. And this was sitting at the from your higher self. So let's understand what your higher self and your spirit guides are telling you from the vantage point of, that's number 14, from the higher realms, from the upper stratosphere. You know, it's something that not all of us always have that connection with our guides. And Temperance is speaking about the occult meaning, harmony and moderation, the blending of opposites, and the alchemical process of uniting diverse forces. All right, planetary astrological association linked with Sagittarius or sometimes Jupiter, conveying in an expansion integrative quality. All right, so that's very apt, yeah? Sitting in the upper realms of your spread and coming in from Jupiter themselves, yes? Your affirmation, you ready? 1, 2, 3. I balance opposing forces within and around me. I am calm, patient, and open to the flow and alchemy of pure harmony and unity. That's very powerful. Very powerful. Okay, so now we move to the King of Cups, and this is for your possible future. So I say possible because every day we are weaving our realities every day with our consciousness, our hearts. Remember to always use your pinky on your thumb and your other pinky on your other thumb and place it to your heart. Right hand is to give what you wish to receive in the world. Then change it around and visualize what you are receiving. Whatever it is, true love, happiness, joy, prosperity, good health, whatever it is, just and sit like this on your heart. Just feel your heart connecting and abiding in the law of attraction, the universe just bringing in all that you desire. Okay, that'll heal you. Okay, no doubt. King of Cups, mastery of emotion, signifies a mature, balanced integration of heart and mind, suggesting emotional control, compassion, and wisdom. Diplomacy and healing combines the fluidity of water with the structure needed to govern it. All right, so that's very powerful. Esoteric insight. Seek this energy when working through emotionally charged situations that require calm, balanced action. Can you do that? Okay, good. It is an excellent guide for leadership that values empathy and intuitive insight. Excuse me. So the affirmation for you for this card is, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. I rule my emotional world with balance, clarity, and loving authority. I honor my depth of feeling and lead from a place of heartfelt wisdom and understanding. Bueno. Claro. All these beautiful words that just pop into my head sometimes. All right. Muy bien. We've got the next one is the 10 of Wands. Okay, 10 of Wands is fire. Like I mentioned while when we were selecting these, I love these fire cards that are popping out for you. And we're going to be having a look after we read these esoteric meanings at the different suits and which one is the most and what are the major messages coming from them. All right, so thank you so much. Here we go. 10 of Wands, burden and responsibility. It signifies the weight of accumulated responsibilities and the potential of burnout. Remember, this card is sitting where you see yourself, okay? Sometimes it reflects the challenges of overcommitment, even as your creative energy manifests. All right, so you are a creative individual. People want to use your creativity. Just harness those healthy boundaries, please. Okay. End of a cycle. Number 10. While the burden is real, this card also offers the promise of completion before making way for new creative endeavors. So there's some beautiful hope. Your esoteric insight for this card is use this card to examine areas where you might be overextending yourself. Consider rituals for release or time management exercises to rebalance your creative and personal energies. The beautiful affirmation that's coming up here is, it's a very, very powerful affirmation. You ready? 1, 2, 3. I acknowledge the weight of responsibility and honor my journey. I release what no longer serves me, making space for renewed creative energy and balance. Prego. This is beautiful. I love it. All right, so the next card, which is how others see you, is the Hanged Man, the 12. Okay, it's a number 12 in the Major Arcana cards. Excuse me. I love the Hangman, and many people are like, oh, the Hangman, like if you think about the Hangman and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, 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 no. The occult meaning is surrender, a change in perspective, and the deliberate suspension of action to gain insight. The planetary association, sometimes linked with Neptune, which brings in elements of mystery, sacrifice, and the dissolution of boundaries. Your affirmation, are you ready? I embrace surrender as a gateway to transformation. By releasing old perspectives, I open my heart to fresh insights and renewed purpose. Bellissimo. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love it. All right, the next card is in your hopes and your fears. So I really want you to work with this affirmation, because when you can work with this affirmation, you can truly transmute your life into a beautiful, flowering, blossoming, prosperous life. Okay, if it is not that already, we want to make it that. All right, Queen of Pentacles, nurturing wealth, embodies the receptive, nurturing qualities of the earth. Hence, Green Tara is being depicted in the image. Yes? The Queen of Pentacles is resourceful, caring, and deeply connected to both nature and the home. Practical sensibility represents the art of balancing material pursuits with emotional and domestic care. Esoteric insight reflect on the nurturing aspects of your own life, considering how caring for yourself and others builds a solid foundation. Working with natural elements and mindfulness of your environment can deepen this connection. The beautiful affirmation for you is, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. I nurture abundance with compassion and wisdom. I create a sanctuary of prosperity where both body and spirit flourish in harmony. Power. All right, so have a look at your Major Arcana card, and this is the one that is the outcome of your reading for this chapter. Yes, for this Sagittarius reading, and this is the Sun, number 19. Very powerful, and I feel that the fact that the Sun has shown up for you in your reading, it just means that you are an individual that needs to hear this. You need to hear that there's a lot of hope. You need to hear that there's, okay, here we go. Sorry. Occult meaning, vitality, clarity, enlightenment, and the radiant expression of life. Planetary association, Sun, the ultimate source of energy, creativity, and conscious awareness. You ready for your affirmation? I radiate joy, clarity, and vibrant energy. I celebrate my achievements, bask in the warmth of the sun, and express my true essence with light and love. Isn't that wonderful? I love that. That's beautiful. All right, that's wonderful. Okay, excellent. I think I do want to read about, or I want to give you some tools about the hermit, okay? Because the hermit was holding space for you, and it feels like you are the hermit as well. You know, no matter, you can go out, you can have parties, that you've got this deep, deep sage inside of you. You ready? The occult meaning is solitude as a path to wisdom, introspection, and the inner search for truth. Planetary astrological association, often linked with Virgo and or Mercury, emphasizing analytical insight and the reflective mind. You ready for your affirmation? Beautiful, Sag. I honor my inner journey of reflection and solitude. In moments of quiet, I find wisdom, clarity, and the guiding light of my soul. Very, very powerful. I'm having a look. It's 45 minutes. It's okay. Let's have a look. I know I love the animal cards. Sorry, I just love them, the medicine cards. Let's have a look. This is for my brother, my sister. If they identify, whatever they identify as, I want you to please help them to... Okay, let's just do this. Do you want to choose? Does it feel like it's this one here that you can see the lightning bolt? Is that okay? Prairie dog, number 47. All right. I'm going to be reading for you and for me. Let's have a look. 47. Oh, almost went past. And then I did go past. Retreat. Okay. So if I look at prairie dog and I look at the Four of Swords, it's a very similar message. Yeah. But you'll go deeper into the meaning of the prairie dog and you'll see that the message is a bit more than that. Okay. So prairie dog calls me when it's time to rest, when it's time to honor the internal quest. Internal quest. Okay, it's just, I love it when they all synchronize. I go into retreat so I may see a way to replenish the potential in me. Power. Prairie dog medicine teaches that strength and inspiration can be found by retreating into the stillness that quiets the mind. The strength of this medicine is also knowing when and how to replenish your life force. Prairie dog medicine people tend to seek self-empowerment in silence and inactivity, where they can access dreams and visions without the intrusions of worldly chaos. When they re-enter the world, they are profound and powerful anchors of calm, resolve amid life's storms. The medicine of prairie dog is applicable to all the Marmot tribe, which includes the ground squirrel clan, the gopher clan, and woodchuck clan, and the groundhog clan. Just as Native American warriors knew when to charge forward and when to become invisible, the Marmot tribe, or Marmot, knows how and when to retreat. The prairie dog runs for the tunnels when a predator is on its tail. In the winter, it conserves energy by hibernating during the scarce time of the cold moons. If prairie dog is surfaced in your cards today, it may be a warning that your body's fuel gauge is running a bit low. Okay, so that exhaustion that was in your subconscious, yes? Mm-hmm. You might need a day of silence or retreat from regular activities before you become too exhausted to carry on. Have you put your basic needs at the bottom of the to-do list? Burning the candle at both ends may weaken the punch you can normally pack when tackling the tasks at hand. Take a much-needed break before you crash and burn. Prairie Dog teaches you that in order to access gifts of inspiration and renewal, you must be at peace with yourself and rested enough to recognize the blessings being offered. If you have been battling a situation without gaining ground, Prairie Dog reminds you that pushing too hard can create a resistance that does not allow for interaction. Okay, take a break. Give it a rest. After a comfortable and relaxed time, you can return with a fresh perspective. Fresh perspective. The Hangman. The prairie dog is definitely for you. In the meantime, the dynamics of the situation may have changed because your retreat allows the present challenge to work itself out. That's wisdom, eh? There is ample strength available if you quit pushing and go with the flow. Prairie Dog says its tunnels run both ways. Now it is time to choose the backdoor exit for some rest and relaxation. R&R. R&R. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Remember to check out my website. Please have a look at my Google reviews. If you're not so sure about having a reading with me and you're like, go check out the Google reviews. I've got 5 stars thus far. And it's beautiful to have authenticity, honesty from the people that I've done readings for. I used to have 2 Google accounts. The one was Divine Sacred Spirits, and I had a whole lot of reviews there, maybe 40. And when I relocated to a farm with my mother, I tried to change the location, and somebody in that area was not happy about what I was doing in their location. They reported it. So I had to close down that Google account, which is okay. So now I don't put a location on the Google. And yeah, everybody around the world, they can just... but the website does have a location. So I'm hoping everybody is good in this area. They seem to be good. I've even done 2 readings for people in the complex here, and I have had good reviews from them as well. So thank you so much. My name is Juan, and this is Unity Soul Tarot. Okay, the website is unitysoulalliance.com. Thank you for taking time. Remember to support my channel if you feel aligned to. All the little links and everything that you need to know is all in the description down below. You take care. You stay blessed. I love you. Thank you so much for supporting me and supporting my mom, our dreams. Thank you for helping us. I hope I've helped you.